Twitter is Al-Qaeda-like. People were using it to get past the police and protest zones. So, yeah, they are demonizing the internet. And then on top of that, you have this cyberbullying act that's bringing up the case of this MySpace, where this woman pretended to be a young boy interested in this young girl, basically told her to kill herself, apparently, and she did. So, yeah, they are demonizing all these sites.
I think the thing that they fail to realize with sites like MySpace and Craigslist is that they're so huge that they're almost a mirror of society in itself. And of course there's going to be sketchy stuff going on MySpace and Craigslist when you have 7.
Oh, see, they know that, but the thing is that they want to use those examples so they can control it further and justify how much they're actually surveilling it. They're creating fake accounts. For instance, we covered the story yesterday of New Jersey police who created fake Facebook accounts to bust the after prom party in their town. I mean, it's ludicrous.
Yeah, I mean, the logical argument just doesn't follow through half the time whenever they attack these sites. I mean, the Alex Jones channel getting shut down, the Infowarrior getting shut down.
Well, we got it back. I mean, we had to lawyer up, and we had to have a lot of callers, you know, call YouTube, call Google, but we did it. You know, we got it back up for now. We'll see how long it lasts. Look, the bottom line is they don't want free speech on the internet. They want to be able to regulate everything that you do, everything that you say, whether you're typing it, you know, acting it out, or just thinking it. And that's an unfortunate reality. I thank you for the call, Bob. We're going to go to Jason, Steven, Phil, and more. It's the Infowarrior with Jason Bermas, PrisonPlanet.tv, Infowars.com. We're going to go to Jason, Steven, Phil, and Dustin. But first, I want to hit up this video of Jesse Ventura. This is back-to-back Ventura evenings. We had him hit a home run over on The View, and he was just on Hannity. We're going to play some of this clip, and then we'll take your calls on the other side of the next break. And we're also going to be playing the Seymour Hersh clip that's causing all the controversy and him coming back and saying, well, I didn't exactly say that. So we'll let you, watch exactly what he said for PrisonPlanet.tv and listen on the radio, obviously. He does discuss the Cheney assassination squads, and I do believe he discusses the part about bin Laden being dead. So it is very interesting. All right, hit the clip.
He shocked the nation back in 1998 when he stormed onto the political scene and won Minnesota's gubernatorial race. Now, former Minnesota governor, pro wrestler, and Navy SEAL Jesse the Body Ventura is considering perhaps another political comeback. His book, Don't Start the Revolution Without Me, describes his outrage at the state of affairs in the U.S. It's now out in paperback. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Sean, always.
Can I tell you, he's been yelling at me ever since he walked in the green room today. I mean,
I don't yell at anyone.
You are just right on me. It's just like I just can't. I gave 5 seconds to breathe.
It's your reputation that precedes you.
Well, you said you didn't think you would like me until you met me. Didn't you say that to me?
Yeah.
What didn't you like about me?
I don't always care for how it operates and the bullying of guests and things like that.
I couldn't bully you if for a million.
Not me, but other people you can.
You'd slap me down so hard I wouldn't.
Other people you do, and I get irritated when I see that at home.
Well, you said you've been out surfing the last 6 months. Have you really been in Mexico surfing for 6 months?
No, unfortunately, only for 3 because from November. Well, my brother-in-law was diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease.
Sorry to hear that.
And he was diagnosed October 2nd, and he passed on January 14th. So I didn't get to Mexico till the end of January because my wife, it was her younger brother, and she stayed home and took care of him until his passing. Well, it's a horrible disease.
I'm sorry. No, I know somebody
disease.
Right now who has it. It's terrible.
I know another one, too.
It's horrible.
Scott Ledoux, the boxer, has it now.
Is it true?
Yeah.
All right. Look, we can go down the old road of our battle. You do not like the Bush administration.
No.
All right. You don't like Dick Cheney. I got that. I understand that. But I want to ask you some new questions.
All right.
All right. If you're game.
Sure.
All right. Because
sure.
What is it? What do you think of Barack Obama?
I think he's exceptionally intelligent. From when you hear him speak and through.
He reads a teleprompter. Oh, come on.
Well, at least we got a president now who can read one.
Listen,
we didn't have that.
That's not a sign of intelligence. But
yes, it is.
No, it's
if you're not capable of reading a teleprompter.
No, it's not.
No, I'll say this. I think he's very intelligent. I think it's far too early to be judgmental because let's face it, he inherited a mess.
Wait,
he inherited 2 wars. He inherited economy in the tank.
yourself.
Economy in the tank, 2 wars.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have wished that on my worst enemy.
Well, George Bush inherited a recession. George Bush inherited the negative.
No, he
Let
did
me finish.
Not.
Yes, he did. Oh, yes, he did.
Wait a minute.
Oh, yes, he
If
did.
we sat
And the
here-
negative impact of 9/11.
All right.
All right.
You're telling me that the United States was better off after George Bush or before him?
After.
Oh, my God. How can you make that statement?
You just did. And I'll tell you why.
I don't even need to talk to you about it.
Listen,
then,
it's not about Republicans.
It's ridiculous. This country was far better off
No.
before George Bush than it is after George Bush.
Want me to quote you the 9/11 Commission report? For an entire decade... I'm glad I can make you laugh.
You
for
can.
An entire
when you
decade,
bring up the 9/11 Commission, that makes me laugh.
For an entire,
because they didn't investigate nothing.
Well, I agree, and to one extent you're partially right, but they did get one thing right, that there were a group of radicals that were at war with the United States, and we weren't at war with them.
Yeah.
We saw the first Trade Center bombing, the embassy bombings, the USS Cole, and we have radicals that think God is going to reward them in heaven with virgins, Jesse. How do you stop them? What do you do? Tell me what you do.
You pay attention to memos on August 6th that tell you exactly what bin Laden's going to do. Instead, we hear Condoleezza Rice going, I didn't know what they were going to do. And the memo says bin Laden set to hijack planes and ram them into buildings.
I have a better idea.
Hey, all right.
George Bush.
Hit it right there. Now, the only thing that I would agree with Hannity on is that we're probably worse off now than before with Bush, because at least people were angry with Bush and they didn't think that the Messiah, the leader, had come. They now believe that. Other than that, Jesse's right, and then Hannity agrees with him. They didn't investigate nothing in the 9/11 Commission report. No, they didn't. Hannity agrees, like, passively. Yeah, no kidding. We got one of the commissioners coming out and saying what NORAD told him was a total lie. And we actually put that in Loose Change Final Cut before he admitted to it. Weird. We'll be back after this with your phone calls. It's the Infowarrior with Jason Bermas, prisonplanet.com, Infowars.com.